Samuel Pickens here, and I just want to talk about Canada, and I don't want Canadians to be deceived by all the nonsense that's going around about Donald Trump. Donald Trump just came in to the U.S. presidency on January the 20th. That's 2 months ago. He has nothing to do with liberal corruption. He has nothing to do with all the liberal scandals. Least not we forget, folks, what's been going on in Canada under the Liberal administration. And just changing, the face around of the leader ain't going to solve the problem. This party is corrupt, very corrupt. And let's just look at some of the stuff that we can just verify quickly. Like $6.7 billion on a Trans-Canada pipeline that never got built. What about the SN-Lavalin prosecution and the ejection of the two most prominent members from the Women's Caucus of the Liberal Party? Oh, that's okay, I guess. What about the weed charity? They wanted to get them $1 billion. For what? To support liberal causes and pay Trudeau's mother and brother to make speeches? This is just nonsense. What about the wee fiasco? Nobody knows what happened there. But, the millions of dollars that Trudeau's foundations got, this should be looked into. However, what about the Admiral Byrd being falsely prosecuted for doing his job, exposing the liberal corruption? And for that, he gets prosecuted. Thank God for good legal representation that got him exonerated and restored to his proper rank. You fuck, Mr. Trudeau. What an asshole. Anyway, let's go on to, how about CERB program? How many billions were lost on this nonsense? Just sending out checks, non-arbitrarily, no fact checks. Just send them out, 2, 3, 4 billion, nobody knows. It just goes on. Then we get into the lockdowns, the mandates, vaccines. You have to take a vaccine even though the science behind it's unproven. And if you say anything about it, you'll be under the auspices of government censorship, and anybody who disagrees with them will be canceled. Doctors, lawyers, whatever. You can't speak out against this government. It's government overreach. What about the looting of bank accounts based on a CBC story that Chrystia Freeland used in shutting down bank accounts of anyone who supported proud Canadian truckers in a legal protest? What about the legal consequences for this, Miss Freeland? This is government overreach. Unlawful mandates. Christina Freeland explains that far-right lunatics, MAGA Nazis, and fringe losers made up this segment of society who supported the truckers. Nice words about your fellow citizens, you deceitful bitch. Anyway, where's the accountability in this government? For an example, 2 assholes working out of their basement walk off with over $20 million in government contracts for doing a job search on Google. And with this ArriveCan app, nobody knows who actually awarded a $60 million contract. As for the app itself, it's a no-go. So, but nobody should be paying for this, but the Canadian taxpayers. There's no accountability with these liberals. They're corrupt. Let's go to the SDCT organization, where 84% of money awarded stayed in the boardroom, and in no way was it ever been contested that it did not. This is the reason we're prorogued in Parliament is over this scandal. How is this able to happen in this country? Release the documents and get Parliament back to sitting down, please. Thank you.